aboard this trip report on board FR156 from Dublin to Leeds as we get this night bus to the city centre and then towards the airport. So folks, welcome aboard this trip report. We just got off this bus with a driver that one left late and two couldn't open the back door. Just your typical stuff. So we went to get the 41 bus to the airport, but that we missed because the driver decided that he shouldn't stick to his timetable, because why should he? Nor should he stick to operating the bus properly by opening the back door. So using the 19. The 19 is one of those routes that serves everyone but serves no one, but it does run early in the morning, so we'll take a look how this goes. It's going to take about 45 minutes. And some traffic. So we'll be flying on board FR156 from Dublin to Leeds, and the bus is late. Just great. You probably can't see that, but it's a typical sign. It says the next bus won't be for half an hour, because why would the bus ever show up? As you can see here, typical Dublin. This has happened before. Just ghost buses. Luckily the buses are to show up in showers, so this will be a long journey. And it's going to get us there probably 20 minutes later than the 41 would have. So we have arrived in Dublin on what is the slowest bus known to man, and the slowest bus driver known to man. So that actually would have been quicker taking the 41 that leaves at 3. We'll have gotten here literally now, same time. It's 4:30 at the moment. That left, going to be there at 3:35, but your man driving a snail's pace, of course, was late. So we got there, I think he arrived at like 3:40 something, 50 minutes behind schedule, stopping at every orange light, driving below the speed limit. I don't know how they find this, but I guess this is what happens when you have labour shortages in the economy. You don't get the best of times, but anyway, rant's over. We're now heading towards the airport with gate 212, which hopefully means we don't have to do that bloody trek into Pier 1, which takes a lifetime and a half. Instead, it's quite a short walk actually. Pier 212 is down where KLM and Air France operate out of. So what we'll do now is, there's actually a overflow security to the Mezz. I'll go up there. So there, this is arrivals. It feels very empty. Everyone's scattered around to the edge. Flying aboard the Boeing 737-800, nothing exciting there. First time flying to Leeds. We're in seat 18F. Expecting runners 28 at all. And then in Leeds, usually they come in from the southerly runway, whatever that is. So that should give us views of Leeds Bradford. over Leeds, that is. I don't want to be on the train to York because our final destination is York. So yeah, that's kind of all there is to that. So this is also your alternative entrance to do the security, but this will eventually become fast track. So this is the new security to the Mezz, which will be used for fast track once they have the bridge ready, which is why when we walked through Terminal 1 into Airside, the building, you saw everything was kind of closed off. So in the meantime, this is used for passenger security. Although it's, if you think it's a little hack to go upstairs to speed the queues, you'd be very largely mistaken. It took over 20 minutes, so it's absolutely not quicker. Don't try it. Don't think you're outsmarting the system, because you're not. In fact, it actually might be slower. And this is essentially where we'll take it and straight into the shopping. Because I guess if you're using fast track, you're probably going to be someone that spends more, so why not bring it straight to where you can splash the cash. We'll do a quick stop into Butlers, and then it's the gates 212, unless it's changed. But let's take a look. So TUI is also leaving Dublin, as they will be using Aer Lingus and Ryanair to work on their holidays from next year, so they won't be aside anymore. There is KLM 737-700. They're meaning to fly on that aircraft, but it's obviously not that easy, considering KLM is one of the very notorious airlines for up gauges, down gauges, and all that jazz. Here's our aircraft: Echo India, Echo Foxtrot. What's that again in the phonetic alphabet? I do not know. I can't remember. 737 Max, Echo India. That doesn't look like a new one, because Ryanair is meant to get all of their Maxes by the end of this year, 2025. So Boeing sped up the delivery process. But yeah, anyway, this is us. The usual jazz, and September, and it's freezing cold.
Today, First Officer Roman, take the very best care of you. We have Daryl, Alessandro, Olga, and Barbara. More or less ready to go. Pushback, starting the engines in the next couple of minutes. Flying time 35 minutes. Latest weather in Leeds. It's a little bit similar to here. A little bit cloudy. Temperature is 10 degrees and a light breeze from a southerly direction. Very shortly, you will see a safety demo. Do give it your full attention. Thank you. Welcome aboard.
May we have your complete attention as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. These features may differ from aircraft that you have flown on before. Please remove headphones for this demonstration. All emergency exits are indicated by a red exit sign, and the Flightpath markings will guide you to the nearest exit in an emergency. The exits are located on both sides of the aircraft, at the front, in the middle, and at the rear of the cabin. All exits are also shown on the safety card. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency evacuation, you must leave all your hand baggage behind. To fasten a seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and secure by pulling the loose end. To open a seatbelt, lift the buckle cover. In case of a loss of cabin pressure, masks like this will drop automatically from must be securely stowed in the overhead locker or under the seat in front of you, and it must not block any aisle or exit. Now please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened, tray table folded, armrests down.
To comply with safety regulations, shortly we will begin and cut the lines for takeoff. This is a normal procedure of flying in hours of darkness. If you wish to continue reading, there is a reading light on the panel just above your head. If you press the call bell by mistake, please press it again to reset it.
for departure. Thank you.
observe the fasten seatbelt sign until the captain has switched it off for you. We do recommend for your comfort and safety that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened throughout the whole flight. Please take care when opening overhead lockers as items may fall out and cause injuries. There is a call bell, reading light, and a fresh air vent in the panel above your head. We would like to remind you that smoking and vaping is prohibited on board, and all toilets are fitted with smoke alarms. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your short flight with us. unfastened seatbelt sign. We kindly ask you to remain in your seats and make sure that your seatbelts are securely fastened. Tables in their upright and locked positions, armrests down, and window blinds fully open. Any bags you may have removed during the flight must now be restored and ensure that emergency exits and cabin aisles are kept clear of all baggage. There should be no further walking or standing in the cabin aisle, and use of the toilet is no longer permitted. We will be landing shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to Leeds Bradford, where the local time is 7 o'clock. For your own comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the engine has come to a complete stop and the content has been stopped after seatbelt time. Please take care when opening the overhead lockers, as items of your care and luggage may have the captive code if you advise them and may fall out, cause an injury. Laptop computers or larger portable electronic devices must now be switched off and securely closed. You may now use your portable electronic devices. Please refrain from smoking until you have reached the designated smoking area. On behalf of Ryanair and the crew on board, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we wish you a safe onward journey.
Yeah, you can deal with it. You'll soon give it back. Throw it at you.
Monday. I'm going back in old boarding. Yeah, exactly.
When you're walking back.
Somebody at the end.
Well, that's quite interesting. So this takes you outside of the airport. I think it's the first time in the UK airport where the Ireland arrivals, obviously because there's no passport control. They're still checking the passports there. That is ad hoc. That takes you outside of the terminal. Sorry. I could never understand this, like people who are just hogging the whole place. Like, if you're gonna walk slowly, go single file. Like, if you're gonna walk together, at least walk quickly. Like, it's ridiculous. Them two, anyway, let's not curse. So that was a very short flight, but well, a bit longer, 40 minutes. I think we came in from the north. I didn't realise Leeds Bradford was on a hill, and the runway was quite short. That was, as we saw on the landing, that was quite a house-breaking. Your man's phone flew off. But yeah, next up is York, so we'll be getting the express bus, the A1. I think there's a local bus, but like it's £4 versus whatever, £2 or something. Well, £3 because you get a return of £6. So take a quick look inside Leeds Bradford Airport. There's a Boeing 737-300. Obviously, this is the base of Jet 2, the original base, and the 300s are still soldering on for another year. So, still on the bucket list to try to get one of those, but remains to be seen if that transpires. So this is the bus stop here, but the bus isn't until 7:50. It's every hour until 8:20. So plan B off the Gregs. This airport is quite interesting. It's very different to what I've seen. It kind of reminds me of Charleroi. So the toilets are in the porta cabins. Don't ask why. I don't really get it. But anyway, hey, we have half an hour. The bus looks like it would be quite full. Our train's at 9:16 from Leeds to York. So yeah, we'll pay whatever the 50 pence premium in the Leeds Airport. But it's half an hour, not going to hang around there in the cold. It's only 10 degrees. I know it's September, you think it's summer. So we've just arrived in Leeds city centre. The railway station is just there to the left. We have about 45 minutes until our train. So we're already in Greggs, so we can't go to Greggs again. That'd be a bit unhealthy. Let's see if we can find deals or something. Get some stuff. Deals is much better, or Poundland as they call it here in the UK. It's much better value in the UK than it is in Ireland. So that's the railway station. Do a little dander around for half an hour, and then I think it's 15 minutes to go to platform 7A, which is where our train departs from. That bus had USB-C. Train approach was quite nice, though. Never saw the window and I was on the outside because the bus was jammers, as you saw. One story bus or single decker bus is not enough capacity. Like, it was literally jammed. I think it even left people behind. So yeah. There has to be a Poundland or something around here. You can hear some sort of aircraft taking off. The aircraft do fly over here, though, and they're on northerlies there, so that means they're not like landing over the city, but that does mean they're taking off over the city. So yeah, some homesy pubs. I think there's a river somewhere here. I just kind of done a circle, but literally just a dander. The thing with Greggs is the coffee is actually awful. I had a cappuccino, they're horrendous. Not Tesco, okay, that will do. Oh, Tesco Express is not good value. Unless you have the club card. But we do have the club card. Yeah, well, like a UK one. This is what networks are for. I just need to find out what that screenshot is. Oh. I wonder what year that bus is from. I think that's an Eclipse 1. Won't be too sure though. So this is Leeds City Centre. We'll just take a quick look before we commit to Tesco Express, which is more like Express, take your money, as in rip you off in a way. It's nice enough, it's better than expected. Obviously, Leeds doesn't have the best of reputations in terms of, as far as UK cities go. I think Bradford's even worse. But actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's actually quite nice. It's nice architecture, it's clean enough. I'm liking it so far. Well, also, I guess people had primed me, but they primed me incorrectly. Gotta keep an eye on that clock. I don't have that much time, but like the station's just there. Some of those things, you know, when you walk around the city for like half an hour, and you're like, yeah, I've been to the city, I've seen it. Have you really? Just seen a part of it. But hopefully you're doing these kind of trip reports as well. You know, these other trip reports where we not just do the flight, but then we kind of like explore the city. And if you want to support that channel, why not hit that donate button on Streamlabs, or you can do the free option and subscribe. I am not seeing any other supermarkets. One thing I like in the Poundlands is the Reese's. The Reese's are much cheaper here than they are in Ireland. So yeah, that's one of the main things. That must be one of the shopping streets. Nando's, most overrated place ever. I never really listened to why people like Nando's so much. But that looks quite nice. And this is like a cycling city. There's lots and lots of cycle lanes. But folks, I'll tune back with you in a second. One of the nice things about getting a early flight and landing early in the city centre, particularly these Irish UK flights, because like always like So the Dublin Airport first wave is jammed like 6 to 8 by any class, but Ryanair always has the UK flights in at that time, so you land around 7, and then you land in like, at the moment it's 8:30 on a Saturday morning, but of course people aren't going to be out and about this early in the morning, so you kind of get to enjoy the city and its peacefulness without having to deal with the hustle and bustle of people. So this is kind of the city centre and the main street. But yeah, 8:30, most things will be closed. I think we'll circle back at this point. I'm not too fussed to go much further up. Take a quick look at the map. Yes, there's a river. And it's a Lappa yoke. Next stop is York on Northern service. Marks and Spencer's is also cheaper in the UK compared to Ireland. There's the trains. There are the trains. That's just the proper grammar. Interesting trade is open this early on a Saturday morning. Yeah, so this is what I mean, like £2 for a smoothie here. In Ireland, the same thing is like $3.50 minimum, although I think it's more pushing 4 or 5. So we've gotten this smoothie there: mango, kiwi, kale, pear, apple. Apple's always an all juice for £2. Quite the bargain, and a Belgian bun in Greg's. Second time in Greg's. I did like Greg's quite a bit, although on the stock market it's not doing as well as I'd like, but I digress. And yeah, it was a 60p uplift in the airport versus Greg's in the city centre, but it had half an hour to kill and it was freezing outside. So train should be from 7A 9:16 York. Oh, it's arrived, so I guess you can go straight in. So this is upside down, but I'm not about to start recording again, so I'll just flip it. Platform 7A is, well, it has to be somewhere here because there's 6 and there's 8. So where's 7? Is that it? No, 8C. Very strange. Okay, I don't really get this. So if that's 6, where's 7? And then that's 8. They obviously have to be somewhere here. Platform 6, okay. So it must be to the right. So I think we have to go up. Be my best guess. Oh, that thing's way too confusing to read.
Yeah, when we get
Oh, that was arrivals, that's why. Okay. Sure, that escalator's gonna take ages. So up the stairs has to be this way somewhere. So it seems that it's a short journey, it's about 20 minutes, half an hour. And it seems the train's only run from Leeds to York, so quite a short journey from terminus to terminus. Platforms 9 to 17. Where the hell is 7 to? Okay. Platform 0 to 8 are this way. Right. Has to be somewhere here.
Yeah, I think so.
TE trying to navigate. I don't understand why. So platform 7 this way. Like, it would make more sense that they just make things easier, but yeah, look, waiting is free, I guess. That Panini train isn't trained to more than 5. Or is it Panini, whatever train that is? It's quite a large station, this as well. Leeds. Massivito. So this is York. It's a quick journey, even arrived 2 minutes early. There's a National Railway Museum here. Interesting. Want to check out. Well, I know this is Network Rail has a office over there, a depot of some sorts. So obviously this is a hub of sorts. And this station is quite old. You can see with the these arches, like this is very, very old. No, we can take this down here, yeah. Look at that. And I like how they have like the segregated signage for ones for staying one direction, the other for the other. You don't see that now in Leeds on other UK cities. Now where is the exit? So as you can see here, we're surrounded by castle walls. York is obviously an old town, an old city. And folks, that kind of concludes this trip report. So from Dublin to Leeds and then onward to York. Makes sense, hence why they have a railway museum, because obviously it's quite old. It's a cool, quaint little town. I presume that was an old rail yard. Yeah, it's very different. Now, we should do a bit of a illegal crossing here. So folks, as always, if you enjoyed this video, why not give it a like? If you want to support the channel, you can always donate, or you can do the free thing and subscribe. And do comment your thoughts down below. And of course, more trip reports to come. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye for now.